Hello and welcome, everyone. Today we are going to continue the sort of behind-the-scenes GM prep business for roleplay Far Verona. In a few hours, it'll be episode number 3, and I just want to make sure that we are prepared. That is the sort of the purpose of these types of streams. I'm going to try to do one of these little streams, whether it's 45 minutes or an hour or 2 hours or whatever, however long they end up being. I want to try to do one for every episode, if that's possible. I've never done that for a campaign before. I often will leave prep, so I don't do it. So even if we just spend an hour like sitting and talking about the episode, I feel good. I feel good about that. Thank you, the Vagrant. I hear you're very popular. So yeah, I think that's the plan. I think we're just gonna try to do little check-in prep stuff for everyone. I have a new thing I want to do, and this is so never do this. If you were a broadcaster or like a public figure of any kind, don't do what I'm doing today and decide 3 minutes before the stream goes live that you're like, I'm going to try using a new piece of software today. Don't do that. The new piece of software today is I've used similar stuff. We're gonna use draw.io. You want to take a look at it? Let's take a look. You're gonna just see a big white screen. So here it is. We're gonna use draw.io because I want to make a relationship map. Draw is a program for making flowcharts and stuff, and I've used similar stuff. I have OmniGraffle on my laptop. So yeah, I'm gonna we're gonna use this. I'm gonna use it badly, but that's okay. And maybe you can help me, because what I want to do, we're in the midst of kind of the, I keep wanting to call it the like apocalypse world phase of the game, where I'm really just interested in learning about the community of the spaceship. So yeah, so what I want to do is take my dramatis personae and put them on a grid and see how they interact with each other, right? Just kind of set that up. This will grow as we go, and my plan here is just to like understand how everybody feels about everybody else. This is a really helpful tool for me as a game master. And it is a way for me to, at a glance, it's like a dungeon map, but instead of monsters, you have feelings. Feelings of the true monster. So we're going to make a little relationship map for our game, okay? We're going to start there today, and then we'll actually do some sort of prep for the next mission, in case we don't spend the full 4 hours of the session hanging out on the spaceship. So I'm gonna need my PCs. So let's make 4 objects. Can I copy and paste? Copy. Paste. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna make 4 objects, and these are my player characters. Okay. So far pretty standard stuff. Let me zoom in for you, because I know that my resolution is pretty significant. So, okay. So we go ahead and we make our PCs. So I got to make sure I spell everybody's name correctly. Cirrus Nomika. So there's Nomi. And if I get real complex about this, I can like add colors and all that shit. Yeah, this is pretty much exactly like OmniGraffle. Okay, cool. I'm feeling good about that. Okay, so there's Cirrus Nomika. We got, what's Riley's actual name? Lamar? Why, Bronze Girl? Why do you do this to me? L. Riley. I believe it's Limmar, I think is how you spell her name. I think, yeah. Lamar Riley. LeVar Burton. Okay, so there's Riley. And then we have Princess Jason Argus, whose full name is Princeps Fornax Argus Jason. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is working out great. This is fine. I'm not afraid of this software at all. Oh, I love, so this is just like personally something I really like. I love when software gives you these little blue lines. I love making things line up properly and like equidistant from one another. Ooh, it gets me going. Organizing stuff in a nice way. Ooh, it's so nice. I love it. That's my fetish. Okay, and then we have Officer Booker Greaves. Officer Booker Greaves. Officer Booker Dano. Okay. So here are our PCs. And they're here. Here's their jam. I don't actually know what Booker's title is. I gotta talk to Max about that at some point. And figure out exactly like how noble is Booker, because I have a feeling that Jason might be the most important social like character. I think that he might have the most like social currency of anyone in the group. What? Oh, that's cool. So you can make like auto lines out. Brilliant. That's very cool. Yeah, he gets the biggest box. No, it's just because his name is the longest. I can't fit it in the same size box. I have to make everybody else's box bigger. I don't care if they're not the same size. That's less important to me. Though now that you mentioned it, I'm gonna agonize over it. God damn you, chat. God damn you straight to hell. It's fine. They don't have to be the same size. Okay. So we have our PCs, and that's great, and that's good. So now I need to start making my Dramatos personae. Actually, I should add gender indicators for these characters. We have 2 boy characters and 2 girl characters. There's Riley. Oh, I decided on a non-binary icon. Where is it? I'm gonna use the comet. Yeah, this guy. Also, I changed my chief medical officer. I made them non-binary. So that's the icon that I'm gonna use now. Okay. So anyway, we have Nomi is a lady snake, and then Booker and the princess are boy characters. Okay, so we have our main characters here, and then I can just copy and paste and edit the data of these. So Captain Crux Chiodo, we will copy and paste. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I want the whole thing. Copy, paste. There we go. Okay, so this is Captain Crux Chiodo. And she is a lady captain. And I've got Triari Aquila Cynthia Cecilia. Okay. So can I just like alt drag to get new? Yeah, there we go. Control drag. That's what I was looking for. Perfect. Okay. So there's Cecilia. So she's Jason's character for now. And then our Valen Navigator Arnaud Sujin. And Sujin is a lady. There we go. Oh, this is easy. Okay. So this is the boring part of this, right? Dragging everybody out and doing the thing. The Valen Navigator may have a Valen Bodyguard. Not on this ship. Nope. Not on this ship. On this ship, the Crux protect their crew. I understand that it's traditional, but I don't think that the captain is like, no, we've got our own security. You don't need to worry, honey. Which is a power play on their part, right? It's on Crux's part for sure. It's not just like it'll be fine. It's like no, we're good. We'll take care of your little sister. Okay. And then we have our chief engineer, Johannes, who has a very long name. Nerds. Okay. And then our CMO, Chief Medical Officer on the ship. And so eventually, like once I'm done this, all I'm going to have to do is just make sure that I keep it up to date as people's relationships change and as we add NPCs. This is the only time this is going to take like a little while. Okay, so Ambrosi, Chaplain Ambrosi. Let's go ahead, add them in. And then the ship's judge, the Richter. And then a couple of members of the operational force. I also added an NPC, which I'll show you in a second. So we got Sergeant Crux Holtzman Yitzhak, who is like Greaves. He thinks of himself as Greaves' second in command. We'll see if Max is down for that. Officer, this is not true of Yancey. Either a trigger-happy moron or a loyal soldier, depending on who you ask. Okay, so there's Officer Yancey. Okay, here we go. And then I added Acre Subdirector Penelope Evangeline Lau. Subdirector Lau is responsible for Acre interests on the ship, including what's her name? Including Riley. Penelope Lau. Yeah, Riley's boss. Exactly. Okay. All right. So now I need to connect all these things to one another. So Jason, let's see how this is the part where it's going to get interesting. So Jason is connected to the captain. How do I? Here we go. Jason's connected to the captain. Jason is connected to his friend Cecilia. Okay. Nomi is connected to the other Serpents on the ship. Why two of those? No. Just one. There. Okay. Evangeline Lau and Lamar Riley are connected. This is fun. I love making flow charts. I'll reorganize it later, obviously, but for right now, this is how it goes. And then Greaves is connected to the Richter directly, but also Greaves is responsible to the captain. Where's the captain? Captain Chiodo. Greaves is also connected directly to the chaplain. Greaves is likely to be the most connected from the get-go, and then we'll work it out from there. Sergeant Holtzman and Greaves are connected directly, and Yancey, old Yancey here, has some connections as well. Okay, is there an auto sort in this program? Arrange. Layout, vertical flow. Yeah, auto arrange. Okay, so this is how everybody is connected this way for right now. No, priests don't lose their noble name. Priests are still nobles. Yeah. They can give them up if they want, but they don't have to. They can say like, I have abandoned the nobility and I'm become part of the thing, but they leave the nobility behind, but they still get to keep their title. Yeah, and I think that everybody is connected to the captain. So like well, maybe not the practitioner, but there's a bunch of connections to the captain. So let's make those. Captain Chiodo, the Richter and the captain, the chaplain and the captain. Actually, no, that's not true. The chaplain goes through the Richter. The Richter is the most important person on the ship. Well, these two, they have a complicated relationship. The navigator works for the captain. The Lord Engineer for the captain. And now I'm going to rearrange this thing. I wonder, these arrange options are fun. What is a organic arrangement? Oh, we're just going to jam the serpents way off here in the corner. Here, come over here, you two. Come here. Stop it. This is cool. I like it. Okay. So, oh my god, that's complicated. Yancey is in the midst of all this stuff. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, I'll find a way that that this makes sense to look at. None of this is that. Okay. All right. Let me go back to the horizontal tree because I think, or one of these trees worked out the best. Arrange. No, why is it doing only circles now? There we go. There we go. That's better. Yeah, now it's shaped like a spaceship. And the captain is where they belong, right up at the front. Perfect. Okay. All right. Neat. So I can move these individual points. That's great. Okay. So this is good. This makes sense for me. And I can reorganize it a little bit if I need to. Oh my god, you're not connected to yourself. All right. So, good. Okay, so Booker has some connections in the middle there. This actually looks quite a lot like the way the org chart fleshes out, except for Lamar, it's up. Yeah, there we go. And then this kind of like that. Technically, Lamar's like over here in terms of importance, right? Like, which is to say she's not important. You know, she's kind of like a full tier behind the rest of these people. Can I select two objects and move them together? Yeah, I can. There we go. Cool. All right. And then these two are connected. Okay. Great. All right. So this is my relationship map right now for how all this business goes. And as we add NPCs and as their relationships change, then these things will change. So the reason I don't have an official title for Booker is why. No, Nomi, I don't think Nomi reports directly to the captain. I think that these two have like a separate thing. I think that she's technically, like, Nomi is technically below rank for the captain, but she doesn't report directly to her. I think that actually we should do this here. This dude there. That's how that works. Yes, Jason is the pilot. Jason is the ship's pilot. Yes. But yeah, different hierarchy, right? Nomi is in a different branch. Can I? Yeah, look at these little serpents. And then we'll make all the crux people purple. Cool. Okay. I'll come back and I'll get the actual like numbers for all of these. For now, I'm just coloring this for my own. Actually, I should fix this. Officer Crux, Booker Graves. Yeah, I'll get an official like title for Crux, but purple. And then Vela will make you blue for right now. I make them orange. Yeah, make her red. And I'll come back and I'll do the actual like, because I know that they're actual colors. So we'll do that later. Okay. Great. So this is just going to be for me to know kind of like who knows who and what their relationships to each other are. Um, in case I need to remember that, and then I'll add people as they go. And there's a bunch of other people on the ship. Yeah, I think Jason is the main like pilot, but there are certainly other pilots. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So I mean the complexity of something like this is that there are nested hierarchies, right? There's the noble hierarchy, like how important is your house? How important is your family within your house? How important are you to your family? Are you a firstborn son or daughter? Are you low down the totem pole, etc.? You can be, a dirt poor noble, exactly. Then there's the military hierarchy in the Empire, where Captain Chiodo outranks everyone on the ship technically, even if that isn't necessarily the case otherwise, right? Yeah. So this isn't organized purely hierarchically. I literally just like let the system move it around for me. So I'll reorganize this as I go. It's not really, I don't really care about that right now. This is only for me as a tool to look at these sorts of things. And yes, yeah, there's these two are kind of like, I guess they would both be, if we were to organize as a hierarchy, these two would both be technically to the left of everyone else on the ship because they're nobles. But Subdirector Penelope, culturally, like socio-culturally, is more important than any of the PCs. Like, she's probably, if we were to boil her down, if we boiled down all the characters to their component atomic value of social worth, she would probably be like up here or like down here somewhere, right? But that's not what this chart is managing currently. And that's a given of the setting, right? These sort of complicated nested hierarchies and sub-hierarchies. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, so people have been on me about like, oh, the chaplain would be the kaplan and the captain would be the capitan. I'm using English words because I can pronounce them. That's okay. English is the imperial language, and even if there are other titles, we use different words in English because that's the language the show is in. So don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah. So I think the big power struggle between like on board would be between the Richter and the captain. The Richter and the captain, because the Richter is like in control of operations and the captain is in control of the ship. So they probably have some they butt heads, I'm sure, from time to time, right? Cool. Okay. All right. So let's not worry too much about any more of this. I think we're good. I just wanted to make sure I had this in place before we continued with the prep for today. I think that covers everybody that matters on the ship right now. There are other people, obviously. This is not the whole crew, right? But there are more. There are more that we can add. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the prep stuff. How important should a character be to be included on this kind of relationship map? It doesn't matter. If they have a name, throw them on the map. You can take people off, right? As people die or as they stop being important, or maybe they're not as important as you thought. Like if this thing with Yancey doesn't go anywhere, if no one cares about Yancey, I'll just take him off because he doesn't matter. He's just a red shirt that happened to get a name. Was he in the credits of that one episode, or did we hire the actor to play him a few more times? Right? Like we'll see. Time will tell whether Yancey is worth giving a shit about or not. Can I delete individual points? Yeah, I can. Neat. Okay, anyway, I'm going to stop fidgeting with this, or I will be fidgeting with it forever. Okay. So, episode 3. What I need to work out everybody's goals. I took a look at their character sheets, and nobody put their goals down, so I'm just going to leave a space for me for later. So, Booker, Riley, Nomi, and Jason. And I will fill these in on my prep sheet once the players have them. From the last episode, Yancey, what is to be done? I need to figure out Nomi's debriefing. Everyone's debriefing. And then I think probably that's it, right? Like I think probably there isn't any other loose ends from the last episode that I need to mess with. And then yeah, I need to do like new mission. See, the thing about space travel in this game is that the navigator is an NPC. So I'm just gonna assume the baseline rolls on everything. It doesn't really matter. The players don't have to do anything until they do, until they get separated from their ship or whatever. Remember, we need to set up the status quo before we start messing with it. So right now they are well supported. There's the structure of power behind them. They have all of that stuff going on, and we're good. Like I'm building up the assumptions so that later when they have to do stuff on their own, it's a shock, right? So yeah, we're not going to jump in with all the weird stuff right away. We're going to end up with crisis, and then crisis once you don't have that stuff you've come to rely on, right? Once they get used to being like, I need a new gun, I'm going to go to the armory and get it, versus like, I need a new gun. Oh, sorry, you're on a weird planet where no one cares about the fact that you're a noble and you're alone and it's dangerous, right? Like, the impact only matters once you've established what the characters and players expect. So we'll talk about putting together a new mission there. So let's go ahead and we'll put together the stuff from the last episode's Fallout. So okay. So, loose ends from episode 1 and 2. Yancey, what is to be done? So, like, to deal with Yancey, I think the thing is the Richter. Maybe we should do the debriefing first. Let's start with the debriefing. Debriefing scene first. So present are the Richter, probably just the Richter and the PCs. Nobody else really needs to be there. The purpose of the scene is to confirm what the Richter, like confirm the mission, right? You went down to the planet, so get a summary of what happened. So the Richter wants, and this is a trick. If you're GMing a sort of socially focused game or a game where the characters, the NPCs are really important, the most important thing that you can do between sessions, and this is something that as we do this, you're going to see me do a lot. Between sessions, the most important thing you can do is understand what the NPCs want. So my prep will likely just become, here is a list of NPCs that are around and relevant right now. What do they want? And that's it. And that'll bump up against the PCs and what they want. So I think it would be the Richter and the Richter and the PCs that are directly involved, because they are the team. They're the strike team. It's not about rank necessarily. They're the special force, or the task force that was put together. So the Richter wants to understand the PC's action, get a get a clear understanding of the players involved and the outcomes. For us, it's a quick recap of the first 2 episodes. Ask for an in-character review from Booker. Allowance for Nomi to talk, but she's getting a separate debriefing from the Richter. Riley, Jason is allowed to speak, but is mostly ignored. If Riley speaks up, Booker gets the brunt of the discomfort. Right? So what I want to do here is put one character in the way of another, right? So if Riley is like, then this happened, the Richter looks at Booker like, what the fuck, man? What are you doing? She's allowed to be here because she's an apparatus of your team, but like, how dare you let her speak to me directly? What are you doing? Right? Put some pressure on him. Yeah, that's a good point, Nadja. I'm going to put a connection between Nomi and the Richter because I think that they have a sort of direct relationship that actually will matter. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Okay, cool. Thank you. Good point. Yeah, so the idea here is that Riley is not allowed to speak. She's allowed to be here, but if you open your mouth, Booker, what are you doing? Like, shut her up. Jason can talk, but no one is going to listen to Jason. I'm going to let the PCs bring up Yancey because honestly, the Richter doesn't give a fuck. Oh my God. So Yancey, just as an aside, Yancey is the Pete Campbell of this unit. I think that he is somehow like politically connected. I think that's important. Yeah. So like somehow politically important via his family. He's doing this to become a man or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Cool. He's not related to anybody on the ship, but like the Richter knows like, God damn it. We can't come down on Yancey as hard as maybe you would like me to. And honestly, the Richter doesn't care because the job got done. The job got done. No, the Richter and Yancey are not connected directly. The Richter does not care. It goes through Booker. If Booker is like, we got to do something about this Yancey thing, the Richter has to be like, do you know who he is? Like, come on, you can't. It's not worth it. Let it go. He got the job done. So what? Some fucking peasant died. I don't care about that. Shut up. Let the PCs bring him up. If nobody brings him up, he gets off scot-free and that's it. If nobody mentions it, he gets off scot-free. Okay. So that's the debriefing. The debriefing ends with like, you have some time before we connect to Hyra and get our orders. Stand be at ease. Go do your thing. Nomi, can I speak with you a moment? Class dismissed, but Nomi, don't go anywhere. So I think Nomi's debriefing. Is this going to pull? No, that's not going to pull all these back. Can I do that automatically? Yeah, it can. Okay. So the next scene, Nomi and the Richter. So, polite, a bit disconnected. Show a different side of the Richter. Offer a drink, be friendly, right? So this is where we flip to showing the Richter as like a nice guy, right? He acts differently towards Nomi. When he's with Booker, he's very much like, all right, give me the details. What happened? Okay, court-martials, law, order, crux stuff. And then they leave, and he changes into like the noble, right? Because he's a judge, and he is not a Judge Dredd. He is a connected political entity. And so he'll be like, Cirrus Ka, it's good you kept this mission together. Please tell me more, right? Like he's going to engage with her more like as an equal, and he's going to treat her special, which I want to make the other PCs hate and distrust her. That is my plan here. Not because they have to, but I want to install that seed of doubt, that like, oh, cool, she's the Richter's pet. So create a vibe where she is special, better, more important than everyone else. Get her to narc on them, especially Booker. I understand the Acre asset you've been assigned was acting out of order. What do you think we ought to do about that? Like, should we punish your lippy friend? What do you think? Yeah. So that's the plan, right? Where he becomes this kind of this more manipulative Richter, right? He becomes more like, he's not brown-nosing up to her because he's more important than she is. He has a position on a ship. He's the ship's Richter. He's a big deal among the crux. Like, he thinks he's better than the captain. I think he is the most politically connected person on the ship, but he sees in Nomi an opportunity to control Booker and the rest of the unit, and to like, he wants to have, better to have a snake in your pocket than one at your throat, right? So he's trying to make sure that Nomi is on his side and that she knows that he will back her up and give her special treatment, right? So basically, I just want to see how far Nomi will go vis-a-vis being a narc. So we're gonna see how that goes. Yeah, so that's what the Richter wants. This whole first act is kind of like illustrating to us what we can come to expect from Isaki Ari, right? From the Richter crux. So that's my goal for this bit. I figure this whole thing will likely only take like a half hour or so, like two 15-minute scenes. We'll see how much trouble Riley gets up to. I would also like to have a scene that is Riley and her handler, right? So like a friendly conversation between, I gotta put sarcastic quotation marks around this, between the subdirector and L. Riley. The subdirector offers a chance to refinance Riley's, I don't know, contract. Like, so I've been talking with accounting, and we have an opportunity for you. How would you like some extra spending money, Riley? It's only another couple of years on your contract. What do you think? Right? Tries to push her into refinancing, staying in debt, her that kind of thing. But like the whole thing should feel like that weird pressure vibe where they act like they're your friends, but really they don't have your best interest in mind. Right? Where it's just like, how have you been? How are you getting along with the rest of the crew? I hear you were on a dangerous mission. All right, now that the small talk's over, let's see how we can force you into further indentured servitude. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I just want to set that up. The purpose of this scene is establish Riley's situation ask some interesting questions, show Acre's presence in the ship, on the ship. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, and then I think I'll just ask for other scenes. Call for player scenes. Hopefully, a player or two has some socially oriented goals they can go after here. This is my opportunity. I'm handing them the opportunity to be like, would you like to pursue one of your social goals? Great. Good. Do it. Okay, cool. So I think this whole thing should be enough to fill in our first act, depending on if the characters have anything else they want to do. Let's take a look at my what does the game look like list. Let's take a look at the list and see what kind of mission we should do. So we did our first starting mission that was like, hey, here's a whole thing, right? Here's the synths. Here's a big important thing that's happening in the world. Now what? So here, give me a second. I'm gonna pop up my sectors without number page because I want to take a look at what's nearby. So they are, where are they right now? They're here. So there's Echo. So we could see more of Prism. We talked about there being some intellectual property. I think IP law is it's a little early to be jumping into that. I want something pretty like regular for this next mission. I want something that is still fairly standard. That isn't like, here's a bunch of like ridiculous, intense, like complicated, wacky shit. I just want something like simple. Something that reveals a little bit more of the larger landscape. Yeah, something easy, like something is stolen, something important got stolen, or yeah, somebody is missing. Missing persons seems like a pretty good. Yeah, missing persons seems good. That seems like a good one. Because then we can figure out who to blame it on, whether it's like a political kidnapping or whatever. Yeah, let's have them investigate a missing persons. Let's make that the mission. Okay. All right, investigate a missing persons report. There have been several high... Oh, and we need to... Okay, so this is something that I need to keep track of. I need to keep track of what day it is so that we know how far from the imperial... the imperial election. So... I need to make probably in roll 20, which I just closed, of course. Let me log back in. I think in roll 20 I'm gonna just start a day tracker. So roll 20 it's been a full day. It's like the 2nd of January. So let's see. Yeah, take a drink, everybody. If I fuck up the tabs. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is important. So I'm going to rely on my audience, which is that's you. I'm going to rely on you to help me track the days. So Eventually I could just do this on like a calendar. January. Januar. Okay, so the game started January 1st, 3200. It is currently January 2nd, 3200. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep this tracker up in the corner. Actually, you know what? I don't need a separate screen for this. Let me here. I'll just do this. I'll put it on the GM layer of my main screen. So we'll do this. I'll go and I'll make it like just huge font. January 2nd, 3200. I don't like that font. I'm going to use Contrail because it's so spacey. Okay. So there we go. January 2nd, 3200. We'll put that on the GM layer, and I will just update this as time goes on. Okay, good. January 2nd, 3200. So let's get back to this. So there have been several high profile kidnappings. Nobles already this year. Paranoia among the nobility. Actually, you know what? This is here. I don't need to worry about this. I just need, this is the mission. Investigate a missing persons report. We're going to start at the truth and we're going to work back, right? I don't want to work like, then they do this, then they do this, then they do this. Instead, we're going to start at the end. What actually happened? What is the actual like reality of this situation? Because this could be, was it a kidnapping? So we got two ends of the narrative spectrum, right? We have someone is missing. That's why you go investigate. And then we have the truth of what happened. So I think some options, they could be kidnapped. They could be dead. They could be, they left, right? They left the nobility, right? They abandoned their post, because to join like the UPC, they could have been assassinated, right, by another noble house, right? It could have been a reticulum assassin. It could have been a deathless situation. They could have died horribly on comma with their genitals attached to some horrific machine. The guild could have disappeared them. I don't want to go too weird with it. I think we're going to, here's what we're going to do. So a noble is dead. And I think that as the result of an assassination by another noble house, but the nobles have made an effort to make it look like a botched, vagrant kidnapping. Right? So this gives us our, it happened. This is clearly what it is, obviously. And then the PCs can either go after, they can go after the patsy, right? And be like, it was that guy, that pirate did it. And then the pirate gets arrested and hanged or whatever, because they don't get a trial. And that's what this noble house wants. That's what this secondary house wants to happen, right? They want to be like, yeah, good. No one gets blamed. We kill off some pirates. Everything's fine. Easy peasy. We're done. Empire rolls on. But I want the PCs to have an opportunity to find out that it was an assassin, a House Reticulum assassin that did it. And then if they do, then it'll get into the political thing where the Richter is going to have to be like, you can't tell anyone about this. You have to cover it up because these people are important, right? So, exactly. Yeah. Political savvy versus going in on the truth. Cool. Okay. So, let's try to figure out, let's figure out the houses in question. So, the players in this particular game. There is the murdered party. This is a noble. There is the assassin, who may not actually show up, right? They may just have off-screened all this stuff. There is the murdered party. There is the assassin. There is the hirers of the assassin, right? Like the people who paid for the murder. There is the patsy, right? Vagrant captain. I think that the vagrant captain is like in cahoots with the people who paid for the murder, but the people who paid for the murder are like, it's a whole thing. It's going to be a whole complex thing. I'm excited. Okay, cool. You're right. The murder customer. Do we need anything else? Do we need anybody here? I don't know that we do. I don't know necessarily. The client. Yes, that's good. Right. The client. Very nice. Okay. Oh yeah, and that's right. The missing party family, right? The next of kin. Okay. So these are our players for this mission. And if I wanted to, I could throw in the nosy journalist, because that's fun too. I don't want to throw in too many complications here. I think we're okay. All right, so we got a nosy journalist. All right, good. Okay, so who killed whom here, and for what purpose? So we need names for the client and the murdered party. I think this should be someone was murdered over like a marriage that we didn't want to have happen. I think probably a member of House A was supposed to get married to a member of House B, and the people in House A did not want that to happen, even though it was like promised. And then they were like, no, we're going to kill the potential groom before the marriage can happen so that the bride can marry someone better and more interesting. So I think that might be the jam here. We'll get some wedding murder. I think it'll just be like, I don't want it to be, again, what's interesting is watching the Discord stuff. People like to go big and weird. There is a distinct lack of like small scale and subtle when y'all come up with plots. It's always like, what if they were marrying a guild member? And it's like, no, it's more interesting if it's like low key, like just keep it down low where it's subtle. You know, like an alien and a robot were getting married and then they were going to become nobles, and secretly the Crux Prince is an alien synth, and it's like, just relax. Just bring it down 10 notches. It's fine. So this is just gonna be like a marriage that shouldn't, that is like embarrassing. So let's say, I think this needs to be it needs to be a major house that is embarrassed to wed into a minor house. So let's say Vela is the client. House Vela. The murdered party. Ooh, we should make this a Pixis thing. Yeah, this is a gross Vela Pixis situation. House Pixis. Yeah, like an old school Vela and like a rebellious young Pixis who is now dead. And then we blame the pirates for it. Okay, so this is a member of, this is House Reticulum. I think the assassin might just never come up. So a vagrant captain. The next of kin is House Pixis. The nosy journalist is a Prism investigator. Okay, great. So we need a name for all of this. So let me get my name generator here. I guess I can just open another name generator. I love the internet for its random name generators. Okay. So I need generate life story. Mohammed Nelu. Perfect. This is Nelu. Nelu's a middle name. Okay, so that's Pixis, Muhammad. They need a last name. What should I make their last name? Something that's like not a name you would pair with Muhammad necessarily. I just need like a random kind of like fairly popular last name to put on this stuff. Janice. Yeah, okay. Is that a thing? Look at all these names. Morton. Eric is not a last name. Erickson is, though. I like that. Pixis, Erickson, Muhammad. Dead. This is a dead person. Resquiat on Pache, my friend. The client, this is going to be the mother. Mom paid for the assassin. So this is house. I guess we also need the bride. Right. House Pixis. Yeah, that's right. Seeker, Pixis, Erickson, Muhammad. Okay, so we have the client and then we have the bride. So mom paid for an assassin. And I need like Vela. I need like a generic like title. Yeah, matriarch, something like that. But yeah, I'll fill in title. Amira. Okay, thank you. House Vela. So she's Vela. Amira. Vela. I need like a matriarchal title here. Ronnie. Ronnie's a good one. Yeah, I'm imagining she's like in human, like modern human equivalent. She's probably in her 60s. Very imperious. Takes no shit. Like she's like a serious lady. Yeah. Let me come up with a good name for her. I don't want to pick and choose. I'm gonna go all categories. Generate another. Olivia is a good one. Riva Anjali. See, these are giving me middle names. I wish this gave me last names too. So I need a last name for her. Dottie. Dottie's good. Wangari, Mira. Yeah, these are I want like an A name. I think I'm gonna go with Mira. It's like short for Mirabelle. Vela. And can I do surnames? Is that gonna give me surname optional or random? Oh yeah, there we go. Dreiss. Kumar. Newell. Pajari. Yeah, Pajari's good. Okay. So where the hell is I have too many sheets. Pajari. Amira Vela Pajari Mirabelle. Amira Pajari. Cool. Fantastic. All right. So Amira hired the House Reticulum assassin to kill the Seeker Pixis Erickson Muhammad before the wedding of her daughter, Amira Vela Pajari. And she needs a name too, so let's come up with one for her. Sabina Luitgard, Lysistrata, Hepsi, Dorothea. which in my mind immediately makes her like a huge jackass. She's the mean, because Dorothea in my head immediately is Dorothea Benedetti, who's like the worst person that exists. So that's cool. Dorothea Pajari. Okay. All right. The House Reticulum Assassin. We need a name. House Reticulum, do you have titles for your assassinos? Wielder. Yakshas. Okay. Are those gendered? Rakshasa. Are those gendered titles? Rakshasa. Reticulum. This person's name. I'm going to make them. Let's see what I get with Thai Russian. I won't give them either name. These only look like Russian names. Ksenia. That's pretty good. Just a skill level? Okay, cool. Matvey, Ilarion. Yeah, these look exclusively Russian to me. Sukon, that's a good one. I like that. That's a good first name. And then we'll give the assassin. I know it's maybe corny to have a Russian assassin, but I like Russian names. Vasilev, Alexandrov, Antonov, Voronin. Voronin's good. Because it's got Ronin in it. Voronin Sukon. All right. So the Rakshasa assassin who was hired by Amira Pajari to protect her daughter from a stupid wedding that she should not have been a part of. All right, there you go. The Patsy is a vagrant captain. So vagrant captain, and this person just needs like a name. Let's just give them a random name. Sabina Strand? Ooh, Strand is a good last name. Ooh, Abd al-Qadir Strand. Oh, that's good. Okay. Abd al-Qadir. K-A-D-R. Strand. Captain Strand. Fuck, that's a good pirate name. The Captain Strand. This guy's so screwed because they blamed it on him. He did it. So I think what happened, because they can't just blame him, I think what happened is it's not even about the next of kin. No, check it out. Okay, so I think here's what happened. I'll come up with a name for the journalist. So like investigator. Do some random name generation here. Hercules. Aesop. Vikram Aesop Crachiolo. I like Aesop. Aesop's going to be their first name. Aesop Hines. All right. Investigator Aesop Hines. He's just trying to catch up. So what happened here? What happened? So the truth of the matter is okay. So, the bride and the groom were to be wed. It was a marriage that Mother Mirabelle did not approve of. But, Dorothea wouldn't change her mind. Love is a bastard. So Mirabelle hired our assassin Voronin Sukon to kill Muhammad Here's how they did it. The assassin provided Captain Strand, you gotta call him Captain Strand, with information about the schedule and location of the Seeker, allowing Strand to attempt a kidnapping, to kidnap the captain. Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So the assassin infiltrated the crew of Strand's ship. I need a name for this. And then he provided Strand with information about the schedule and location of the Seeker, allowing Strand to kidnap him. Then the assassin murdered him in the brig and fled. Captain Strand has a dead noble, no ransom, and is terrified for his life. Mommy dearest, has Mommy dearest blames the pirates and gives the PCs a clear path to justice by giving them the captain's name and ship, claiming that he contacted her for ransom. She doesn't know that he's dead. It's just that he's kidnapped. Okay, cool. So the idea here is the whole the whole plan is that Mom hired the assassin who killed. Mom hired the assassin who could. Yeah, Strand didn't actually contact her, right? So even if they get there and they give Strand a chance to talk, he'll be like, "What? No, like yes, we kidnapped this guy. Please, like don't murder us. We did indeed kidnap this guy. But like no, we weren't gonna we didn't even get a chance to ransom yet. And I think that's the jam. There's a little bit of that's the slip, right? Okay, so blames the pirate, giving the captain chance, claims that he contacted her for ransom. She pretends that she thinks that he's been kidnapped, and they're gonna find out. So I guess we gotta figure out where Strand is right now. Where is Captain Strand? And I guess that's where, like, what's the lead? Where do we start? So let's take a look, and it would have to be close because the players need to go there, and it wouldn't be like we're gonna assign this to you because you're all the way on the other side of the universe. So it's got to be relatively close. Oh, what's this? It's the planet Tootham. How exciting. How very exciting. All right. So I think that's where he wants to go, but I don't think he's there yet. I think we need to put him somewhere else because if he were there, he would be already protected by he'd already be protected by the fleet, right? So why don't we put them somewhere else, kind of nearish. Somewhere in this like upper sector here. Yeah, maybe he's hanging out on Honglu. Yeah. Cause that's a good place where he would probably go to try and hide out. Yeah. I feel that. Okay, because he thinks like, oh, if the nobles hate me, Honglu is good. I'm gonna go there. You can protect us on Honglu to redirect. Yeah, like I hear there's criminals there and stuff. Yeah, no, I dig it. Okay, cool. So right now, Captain Strand, Captain Strand is, ironically, maybe not ironically, whatever the opposite of that is. Captain Strand is, well, stranded on Honglu. The Reticulum Assassin disabled his spike drive, and he and his crew are stuck on this planet. He's trying to hide out until he can get his drive repaired and he can bail for Tootham and get hooked back up with the fleet. Cool. I like it. So great. So the timeline here is like he doesn't have any money. So he is looking for handouts, help, etc. from a local charitable organization. Okay. And then... Oh, that's so good, Naja. Yeah, there's a Prism journalist investigating. Yeah. So Aesop Hines is there. Aesop Hines is on world investigating regime changes on Honglu when he hears about the story. Sorry, a local red pole, whatever they call them, like a gangster triad leader, mentions a down on his luck captain. Said they kidnapped a noble and it went bad. Yeah, cool. I like it. Sweet. Okay, that's cool. So Hines is already there investigating a different story when he's like, wait a second, I heard about this thing. So he's also looking for the PCs. God, do I need to make another chart? I feel like I do. Let's make another quick. So let's call this one. God. Like bridal party murders. Like, so this is the, like the secondary, this is the mission chart for, assassinated future husband. We'll call it that for now. Oh my God. Red Dog's wedding. Okay. So I'll just save this. I'll just save this in my Far Verona folder in my GM prep. No, Far Verona roleplay. Far Verona GM prep. Save here. Why won't you let me save it? Do the thing. That was dumb. All right. Cool. Open in this window because I don't need another one. Okay, all right. So the players in this little game. This will be good for me to refer to rather than have to dig through a list. So the murdered party: Seeker Pixis, Erickson, Mohammed. Oh my God, can I change the font style on this? This is hideous. Okay, I'm just going to rewrite it. The murdered groom. Oh, I can't, hey? Seeker, Pixis. And he's got the body on the ship, too. Like, he knows. Oh my God, poor guy. Mohammed. Erickson Mohammed. Okay. I'll figure out how to format all this shit off stream. I'm sure that there is a way. Okay. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's it. Line height. Yeah, line height. Go back to normal. Okay, perfect. All right, so let me copy and paste this thing, and we'll do some more. So we got the bereaved bride, and she is Amira Vela Pajari Dortea. Okay, so they were to be wed. Can I make this line? Is there a way to change this so that it's like double arrow? I don't know this program well enough yet to know some of the like basic stuff. Okay, and then I apparently got rid of my sidebar. Oh, because I wasn't clicked on an icon. Okay. There must be. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right, cool. And then we have Rakshasa the assassin. This guy's a cool cyborg. You know he is. You know he's a cool badass cyborg. I'm gonna close this so I stop clicking on it. The hired killer. Okay, hired killer. Good. And then we have mommy. I think that she's like a widow too. I think her husband is dead. The bloody matriarch, and there's her name. There we go. There's Mirabelle, the matriarch Mirabelle. And our Patsy, Captain Abd al-Qadir Strand. Oh my God, Adam. Al-Qadir. Abd al-Qadir Strand. Okay. Oh, you got a name for a ship? The HVS Better Part of Valor. That's pretty good. That's good. I like that. I'm gonna do that. Captain of the Better Part of Valor. Discretion. God damn it. Okay, cool. And then so that's the captain, the Patsy captain, and then we lastly have the nosy investigator, Aesop Hines. Okay. The nosy investigator. Or the nosy journalist, I guess. Journalist. Investigator. Aesop Hines. And I feel like we need like a local... I need like a local person. I need like a criminal, right? I need a triad guy who like with his ear to the ground. So I need a triad gangster. Local gang color. I need a name. I need just like a regular tape name for this guy. He's from Honglu. So he probably has I want to give him like a Chinese last name. This guy isn't high enough in the ranks to be like a charity. He's a gangster. He's a thug for sure. I just closed my name generator. Let's try that shit again. Okay. So let's come up with like a good... Hyalinth, Crystal, Kenna. August. August is good. Reshmi. Johan. I like August the best so far. Okay. August. Fu? Like, I honestly... yeah, Ho. August Ho. Yeah, that's good. I just need like a very bland, generic kind of name for like a really popular Chinese last name. So, yeah. August Ho. Boss Ho. Boss August Ho. You got to call him Boss Ho. All right. Great. So, the nosy journalist and the gang boss have an interaction. The killer and the patsy have a connection. The killer and the killed, obviously, have an interaction. And then mommy and the killer have a connection. And then the boss, I think, and this is how we're going to get back to the murder grim, the boss and the patsy are connected. So here's our little map of the current situation. Oh yeah, and mom, obviously mom and her daughter are connected. Yeah. There we go. So this is what our little drama looks like. And let's, just for the sake of it, let's give them some color here. Pixis is like a gold, I think, like a goldish color. Vela was, what do we put them as? Blue. I'll come back and I'll make a note and fill all these in. I can set them in draw.io, I think. The reticulum killer. Reticulum, what are your house colors? Red? Is red your color? Yeah, it's red, right? Okay. All right. Vagrant, gray or black, something like that. Just do vagrant. You can have your gray for now. I need like a scarlet for these guys. Like a different color of red. There we go. That is very hard to look at. We'll use a different red here. There we go. Okay, and then Prism. I mean, Prism is white because it's all the colors. And then Vela. That's not the same blue. That's the blue. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Vagrant is like blue-green. I guess I could set it as green for now. I just don't. I want to separate it apart. But all I need to know is everybody's differences in this section. Okay, there we go. So this is the mission. It comes to. So like how. What's the brief? Booker gets a communique from whatever the like Hiron Hall of Justice is, the Hiron Justice Department. Let's see if there is one. Houses Major, House Crux. God bless you, Wiki. God bless you. The High Imperial Court, the Judiciary Department. Like, it wouldn't come straight from the top, but let's see. Yeah, we'll just say the judicial, like the judiciary, as a stand-in. It doesn't. We don't need the exact thing. Is the noble already dead? Oh, he's hella dead. He's very dead. Yeah. And dead in a way that made it look like an angry, like, pirate did it. Like, he didn't get like gently assassinated. He did not go gently into that good night. This is like the reticulum assassin made it look like a knife fight. So let's see. Gets a communique from the judiciary. A Valen matriarch is reporting the kidnapping of her daughter's fiance by terrorists. She believes they are hiding out on Honglu, a lawless world that recently threw off Imperial control. This is a sneaking mission because they can't just go in and be like, I am the law. Yeah, it would have come through the Richter, and the Richter would be like, I have something for you. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good stuff. So I guess, let's look at Honglu. I need like a city or something. Honglu. Look at there's Honglu. Thick atmosphere, breathable with a pressure mask. Okay, so cool. Lots of masked folks. Recent revolt. Mean temperature. Ooh. Ugh, fuck, it's hot. Oh, God. I'm so not into that shit. Yeah, universally poor. Oh, my God, this is really good. Pertussis, colloquially referred to as Hong Lung. Right, the dragon, right? So what does Hong Lung translate? Because lung is Mandarin for dragon. What would that translate as? Anyway, yeah, hot, muggy, intense. Yeah, also the wiki is the greatest shit of all time. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, so I don't know, maybe there's no... here we go. Cityscape, Honglu cities. The largest settlement to operate on 6 different local time zone. 10%. Honglu City. So obviously we'll just set it in Honglu City. He's got the dragon. Yeah, okay. Hyper-populated and super crowded. Yeah. Very cyberpunk. I like it. Cool. Yeah, did somebody... Here, where's that Hong Lung? Yeah. Open air spaces can be cleared of pollution with special equipment. The upper layers of Honglu City, polluted air down below. Yeah. Wicked. I like it. Architecture. Expand the gallery to the right. Where's the gallery to the right? Where do I expand that? Oh my God, you put bands in here. Yes. Oh my God, 9 treasures or Songstress K Tao from the band The Violent Kowtow. Yes, I love you. This is so fun. It says expand. Where am I not seeing this? I want to see. Expand there. Yeah, of course. Oh, that's some good shit. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Honglu City, you're a mess, right? It's Kowloon, right? It's like intense sci-fi Kowloon. Red Dogs, I love you. You did great. Thank you. This is fantastic. We might keep them here for a while. Things are gonna get gritty cyberpunk for a little bit. Oh my God, look. Oh, this is great art. Fascinating. I'm into it. Cool. Thank you, Red Dogs, for doing all this great lore work. Good. Okay, Honglu City. How is Honglu City divided? Is it divided into sectors? Here we go. Subdivided into district. And then level is ground. So sector 5, level 4. It would be like sector 3, district 12, level 4, right? So it's like big area, small area, level. And those are like the neighborhoods. Okay, cool. I like it. I like it. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Yeah, Red Dogs, you get inspiration. No, that's very cool. This is great. This is really useful to me, and obviously like really fun to have all this stuff. And it's little details. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I love all the hard work and detail that went into this, but my favorite thing is Hong Lung. Right? The fact that everybody like has a cough in this world. That is my favorite thing about this thing. Like, I love it. You want to write me a love letter? Make it some small, detailed piece of setting. I love that stuff, and I will absolutely find a way to fit that kind of thing in. And then also I really like Songster's K Tao and the Nine Treasures. This is great. This will make its way into. Cool. Okay, so Honglu City. Recently threw off Imperial control. This is a sneaking mission. So Honglu briefing. So what do they need to know about Honglu? Salient points here are a planet. Let's see. A planet that recently threw off their Imperial controllers. Right, formerly a House Cygnus domain. I wouldn't use controllers, I guess. Like a planet under revolt. Not really. Like they've got their own shit together, but the Empire is like, no, we need to, yeah. So hot climate, extremely like dense population, I guess. Extremely dense population. Not friendly. Potential terrorists, synthetic or other threats. High danger level. It's a dissident planet. Yeah, totally. Which means that the ship isn't even going to get into orbit. I think that, like, let's see, the Prudence will dock. What other bodies are there here? The Prudence will dock somewhere further away in the system. Black Ops governmental researchers selling black market tech. I don't think they're going to dock at the research base, but I think they'll dock out system. They won't be in, and then you'll have to fly in with the shuttle, and then that'll give them an opportunity to like retool the shuttle. That'll be fun. Okay. Hopefully they'll think of that. Hopefully the PCs will think like we better not fly in with like a. So the Prudence will orbit an exoplanet. You'll have to fly in shuttle-wise. There we go. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, give the shuttle a makeover. Lots of, neon masks, like bright colors, but everything with this gray, smoggy, but then above the smog layer, like nicer, shinier apartments. Yeah. Cool. I don't know if like exoplanet is like outside of the main, like a gas giant or whatever. Like, so like like a system edge planet. It doesn't really matter. We don't know what else is in that system. Yeah, it's up to them if they want to use. The ship has like stealth drop pods essentially, but an outer planet. Well, see, we divide inner and outer planets by the like asteroid belt, right? So that may not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is just for me to remember. I'm not communicating this to them. Honglu still owes taxes to House. Yes, yeah, but like, I mean, that's like saying. I mean, yes, you can owe a government taxes, but still secede from that government and be like, bleh, I don't care. There's another one in system called Masursky. Okay, Orbit Masursky. Thank you. It's a gas giant. And they'll have to fly in the shuttle. Okay. Great. Okay, high danger level, potential terrorists, synthetic or other threats, and you're gonna have to just land there and make some contact rolls. So this would be a great opportunity, I guess, when they get there. I'm gonna suggest, or like, if they're stuck for ideas, I guess we'll start with like reminding them of the contact skill. Potential contacts, former Imperial agents gone rogue, right? Folks who are like, yeah, I used to work for House Crux, but I don't anymore. There's business to be done on Honglu. I'm going to stay here, right? This new regime, they might work. Former Imperial agents gone rogue, etc. Like media contacts, Acre operatives, etc. Right? Let them know that they have the contact skill and they can do the thing. And then let them go from there, right? Feed them the leads and let them do the thing. Cool. And that's that. I guess I could think about putting the pressure on, but like right now, everybody, all these people are on the planet. So they could run into any of them potentially. Yeah. And like, what are you going to do with your shuttle when you get there? Hide the shuttle, pay someone off. You don't want it stolen. Right? Good. Perfect. Let me take a quick look at the history of the planet just to make sure that I'm good on this one. So the Honglu Revolt has its own. So before the war against the Artificials, the planet was under House Cygnus rule and played a key role in the fabrication of synths. Perfect. Yep, makes sense. Cygnus and Acre made large-scale this is like biomass cultivation using solar power to make synths. Right. Honglu is like the workers' planet that ended up bad because the boss corporation went away, and now all the stuff that you have. Oh, that's cool. All right. So the Honglu Revolt. So these are just little bits and pieces of color. Yeah. Okay. So they threw off the Cygnus, seized their own planet, and are in the midst of like flipping the bird to the Empire. This is a dangerous place to go. General Tai Min. So who's the like current figurehead? Is Tai Min the guy? Is he are they the person in charge? I guess we don't know. But there'll be big posters of like General Min and like, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I'm excited about this planet. Killer. This is going to be good. Okay. I think I am ready. Any random NPCs and stuff that I need, I can just pull from the thing. Yeah, there's like a faceless puppet government. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this would be a place where you could definitely run into like a former, like when I'm thinking of former Imperial agents, we don't talk about what house I'm from. I used to be a noble. I'm not anymore. Yeah, like street gangs. There's all kinds of like little dangers they could run into. But I think I'm ready. I think this is what I need. I think I'm set for the episode. So thank you again for coming and for your help. I'm excited to see that you've all done so much hard work on the wiki. You'll be able to watch this episode. If you're watching this live, you'll be able to watch this episode start in a little over an hour. So I hope I will see you there. Otherwise, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. And this comes before episode 3. So go watch episode 3. We will be back, I guess, probably next week for another check-in about Far Verona, a little bit more behind the scenes. But that's it for me. I'm going to go and eat lunch, and we'll see you for the episode. Bye, everybody. See you later. Thanks for coming.